Alright, welcome back to the channel, Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at this week's Sunday preview. And just a heads up, folks, I am fired up for this one. It's controversial. So Kill Team expands, Middle-earth heroes return, and new hobby tools. Let's take a look, and then I'm going to give you my hot take. It's Warhammer Day, Boxing Day. You can still order the stunning Bayard's Revenge for another week, but we've also got loads of awesome releases available for pre-order next week, including the new Kill Team box set. Here are the highlights of the next 7 days. You can check out the highlights. We'll take a look at the full article. So Kill Team Shadowvaults, the first expansion for the new Kill Team season. Head deeper into the Gallowdark with the new expansion for Kill Team. Shadowvaults builds on Kill Team Into the Dark with new terrain and rules for infiltration, sentries, and daring raids into your Kill Team games and close quarters of the Space Hulk. Kill Team Shadowvaults introduces 2 new Kill Teams into the game, the Kasrkins of the Astromilitarum and the Necron Hierotek Circle. The Kasrkins are a brand new set of miniatures with the Necron Kill Team includes an upgrade sprue for the Immortals and Deathmarks, which also makes a new Plasmacyte Reanimator, Plasmacyte Accelerator, and Appentech models. Okay, so before we go any further here, I just want to talk about something. I had spoke about how I wasn't too excited about the whole idea of seasons. The idea of regular release stuff is cool, but the idea of seasons gives me like this impression that it's going to be hard to keep up with things. And I think part of the reason that's a problem is because this isn't just a video game where you can just go buy the new video game and then play it right away, or you can't just download the new patch and then, reset your Xbox or whatever and then start gaming. We have to buy these kits with money that we've earned. Then we have to, in this case, sand down all the terrain and fix it because it was poorly designed. Then put it all together. Then we have to paint it. Then we have to learn all the new rules to play the game. Then we have to paint up all of our miniatures as well. And then we have to actually play the game. So when it's all said and done, the idea of seasons feels like it's going to rush us through and take away some of the enjoyment, as we're going to be just forever chasing the new thing, the new game, the new book, the new edition, whatever it is. So I was a little worried about this at first, but I give Games Workshop the benefit of the doubt and everything. Obviously, more content is better, more kill teams are better, more settings, etc., etc., etc. We saw this previewed for the 35th anniversary literally like 2 days ago. And now they're announcing this a week ahead of time for the pre-orders. So you'll be able to pre-order this next week, coming out basically. I mean, that is absolutely insane. That means that the Kill Team Into the Dark box came out on September 3rd. And this is going to be out on essentially pre-order October, 15th? So that's basically like a month and a half in between these. That's like 6 weeks. If this season is going to go for a year, you would think the first box would come out. You would have about 3 months with that box. The next box comes out, you have 3 months with that box. Next box comes out, 3 months with that box. Next box comes out, 3 months with that box. 4 boxes in 1 year. It makes no sense to me to already be releasing an expansion box to a box set that just came out. It just literally blows my mind. And not to mention the fact that they have essentially repurposed 90% of the terrain in this box set as well. The original box set, Kill Team Into the Dark, was 8 sprues of terrain. And this box set comes with 6 identical sprues and then 2 new sprues of terrain. So it just really blows my mind. It's like basically, hey, hurry up and get in line to buy another version of what you just bought. The same board, the same terrain, and now here's 2 new Kill Teams and a new book. Expansion for the game that you probably have not even gotten to play yet. Just absolutely blows my mind. So that is it for my rant. Really, really just upsetting. That this is the route that Games Workshop would go. You think they would space this out, as they said, over a year, not just be rushing. I mean, this just 100% feels like a total paywall money grab to me. So let's take a look at what's inside. So here's the terrain. Obviously, this is the same terrain that was just released. Again, it's going to be 6 of the identical sprues, and then there's going to be 2 different sprues with these random little different accessories in them. The little pieces that stick into the walls right here. We see there's like 6 of them total, and then obviously our little like tractor and the support turret and our little like objective slash interactive pieces. So I suspect that we're going to see 2 of each of all this stuff in the set. Make more sense. We have 2 each of those insert pieces for the actual terrain. So I suspect we'll see 2 each of these. We have already seen in some of the pictures, there is a different way that you can operate this. So you can basically leave off this top little like saw, and then it can be like transporting this big like bomb thing on top. So we saw some pictures with that. I suspect it'll be 2 each of all this stuff, and there'll be some cool little options, possibly alternative guns or, you know, top pieces, etc. So we did that video about the new Necrons, and what I said basically came true. They went ahead and broke it down and everything, but this is a repurposed character right here, and then you get the immortal / deathmark kit. It's like the 5-man kit, and you can build either immortals or deathmarks. And then there's also a special sprue, like an upgrade sprue, and that's going to have this guy in it, both of these little guys, and then the little like upgrade like heads and accessories and stuff like that we see as well. So that's cool. I'm okay with that. So essentially we had seen this previously pictured, and you only get 9 members in the actual team. But we know now, obviously, that you're actually going to get not just the 9 members in your team, but you'll have an alternative member as well, because you will have the opportunity to build, you know, 5 guys as either deathmarks or immortals. You'll have your character, which is 6. You'll have your little apprentice, and then you'll have your 2 plasma sites. So pretty cool. 9 models in that set. It looks like you can only take 8 at a time though. And then obviously we see the terrain. Not sure why it doesn't actually show the Kasrkins here, but we know that's obviously a new team as well. So let's keep going here. The Kill Team Shadowvaults book contains the rules to unleash your 2 new factions, along with loads of lore and background on Space Hulks, the Kasrkins, and Hierotek Circle Kill Teams. There are rules for using the new scenery pieces, such as the Heavy Bolter Sentry Turret and Bomb-Carrying Robotic Crawler. So they call it the Bomb-Carrying Robotic Crawler. We just saw in one of the pictures before that it was carrying the bomb. That's the only reason I knew that. So all you need in this box is a Kill Team core book, and you're ready to fight brutal skirmish games in the twisted passageways of a Space Hulk. So that is not correct at all. It says all you need is this box and the Kill Team core book, and you're ready to fight brutal skirmish games in the twisted passageways of a Space Hulk. But that is not true. You need the core book, you need the tokens, and you definitely need tokens for Kill Team. You're going to need your barricades and also your measuring devices as well, or your combat gauges, etc. So that is a false statement for sure. Please note that the English and Japanese language editions of this set are slightly delayed in Japan. They should all be slightly delayed in my opinion. Sorry, I'm fired up today, guys. So Kill Team dice sets. So here we see the new Kill Team dice sets. They are just a generic orange and black marble die, and then just have the pip for the 6, either for the Necron or the Kasrkins. Provide your special operatives with the best possible support while they're out on the field with these faction dice sets. Both include 20 dice cast in orange with gray swirls, featuring white ink and logo on your chosen Kill Team on the 6. Please note that these dice sets have been slightly delayed in the USA, Canada, and Japan. So interesting. Kill Team playing cards. So we have the Kill Team playing cards here. These playing cards are great for any fan of the fast-paced skirmish game. These feature artwork from the Kill Team Octarius, Kill Team Chalnath, and Kill Team Morok and Kill Team Nakmund books, and are great for both playing cards with generating a Space Hulk using the rules featured in the Kill Team Into the Dark. These playing cards have been slightly delayed in Japan. So this is a regular deck of playing cards. I would like to see what the actual art on these is, rather than just like one generic picture of the back of them. That is definitely an interesting decision. I'm assuming that they probably don't have one of these decks on hand yet. But the truth is, this is just a regular playing card deck. What they're talking about right here for generating the Space Hulk, there is like a little 1-page thing about how to generate a random board for like campaigns and stuff like that. It just puts like random stuff in random rooms. So that's what they're talking about. Next we have the Adeptus Titanicus Match Play Guide, a new Adeptus Titanicus Match Play Guide. Not sure if anyone actually plays Titanicus. If you do, please let me know down below, and I'll spend a little more time on it in the future. Warlord Titan Graviton Ruinator. So new weapon for the Warlord Titan. Pretty beastie. Definitely don't want to get shot by that. Reaver Titan Graviton Destructor. So obviously, again, brutal looking weapon there. Warhound Titan Graviton Destructor. So we're basically seeing a bunch of grav upgrades for that. And then we see Middle-earth Strategy Battle Game, Boromir Mounted. We have Blackroot Vale Commanders. So it looks like they're bringing back quite a bit of the Lord of the Rings stuff. Elendil and Isildur. Haradrim the King. Mahood King, Mahood Raiders, Mahood Warrior Warband. Most of these look familiar, but I'm not sure that they're old. And then we have some super fine detail cutters. So just some super overpriced clippers is what they meant to call them. Mold line remover tool. A knife with a special little attachment. I do actually like that that's down here. Theoretically now it's not going to come undone as you're like using your tool. And then the drill as well. I do actually have the Citadel drill. It's okay. It squeaks really badly. It comes unscrewed when you use it, but it actually does a phenomenal job. Comes with a bunch of tiny little drill bits. Sometimes the drill bits slip. I'm assuming, again, this is going to try to remedy some of those issues, but you know, I'm not going to upgrade to a new drill when I already have the old one. White Dwarf issue 481. So new White Dwarf coming. And then we have the Black Library War of the Fang. So new Space Wolf Black Library book. Legendary Space Marine Battles book by Chris Rout gets the luxury special edition treatment 1,000 years after the Scouring. Magnus the Red comes to Fenris to claim vengeance for the Space Wolves' attack on Prospero. So we see a new copy of this, 1,500 copies available, signed by Chris Rate. On 1,500 copies, we know that's going to go quick. So if you do want this special edition book, I would not mess around. We know these sell out every time. Next, we have the Void King, Briar Dark. A couple of these have already been announced or are already out. Twice Dead King. And then we have some just French, German, various releases. And some This Week in Warhammer stuff. How to Paint Zombies, etc. So that is basically it. A bunch of just random stuff here. But obviously the big release is the new Kill Team Shadowvaults expansion. Again, I'm excited for this. It's super cool and everything. I'm definitely going to pick this up. But this is just way, way too soon. Way too soon. I mean, I do a lot more hobbying, painting, modeling, playing than probably most people do. And I have not even started painting my Kill Team Into the Dark set yet. I had to spend an entire day, you know, sanding and cleaning everything up so that the set fit together how it was supposed to. So I'm not ready to start working on a new one yet. Have not built either of the two new Kill Teams, etc. So in my opinion, this is way too quick. There's absolutely no reason that the expansion for the game should come out 6 weeks after the game. Now, again, the redundancy of the terrain in the set, and then are we going to do that in the next two expansions? To have the same terrain again with a couple new sprues? I don't like it. I don't like the idea of it. This feels 100% like forced or rushed. I'm excited for it to come out. I'm sure the content inside is going to be good. I suspect that probably this is on time, and Kill Team Into the Dark was the one that was actually delayed. So that's why the schedule's messed up. But you shouldn't take that out on the customers by like forcing a new box set down their throat. So now I'm curious, is the next box going to be out in 6 weeks? Or is the next box going to be out in 3 months? Or are they going to make up the difference and we don't get the next box for 4.5 months? Very, very strange. I think what they did last time with Kill Team was much more intelligent than this. They put out the Octarius box, then they waited a couple months, then they put out the new starter box, then they waited again a month or so, and then they put out the first expansion. I think that's much, much better. I would rather have the random release in the middle that a lot of people won't be picking up than just feel like now you have to try to keep up with Kill Team. And I'm not going to lie, there's a lot of terrain in the set. It's really nice terrain, and I definitely like it. But it's going to take a while to paint it up, you know, nicely or whatever, other than just using like a rattle can or an airbrush or whatever. So now it's like, oh, so you thought your pile of shame was big before. How about we double down on that? Not cool. Not cool. So this is a little bit more of a rant, honestly. But this is what we got coming up this week. Definitely a little bit perturbed by Games Workshop and their decision to just cram this down people's throats. Now, obviously, you don't have to buy it. So, you know, that is always a thing. You can just pretend like it didn't come out. But if you're a Kill Team player, if you're a fan, etc., you know, you like to play the different Kill Teams. You like to build this stuff up, collect it. You know, that's why we play the skirmish games, is so we can kind of like keep up with everything and, you know, buy the new stuff when it comes out and build it and play with it, etc. But this is just too much, too fast, in my opinion. So you guys let me know your opinions down below. If you do enjoy these daily review, reaction, news videos, painting, modeling, and conversion tutorials, make sure to like and subscribe. Really helps out the channel. Obviously, we put out at least one video every day for Warhammer 40,000, Kill Team, Necromunda, Age of Sigmar, Warcry, Horus Heresy. Yeah, that's going to do it for today. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you all very much, and that's it for me. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm perturbed.